Hey good people, the Horus Lease Arc Pulse Rifle is back. Now it's a tier drop and it has an improved perk pool that could do some pretty cool stuff, I'm not gonna lie. So if you liked this one in the past, you might want it again. Let's talk about the best rolls for it. Let's start with PvE. For your barrel, just keep it simple. I will go with something like small bore, more range and stability, but any barrel that gives you more range or stability is going to be good for you in PvE. Then in the mag, the usual suspects are still going to be good here, and that's going to be tactical mag or flared magwell. Why? For the stat boost, especially when it comes to reload speed. If you end up getting accurized rounds, the extra range is always good, always welcome. Now let's talk about your first perk column. There's a new perk that drops here. Actually, there's two. But the main star, I think, is going to be Supercharged Magazine. What it does is, while you're amplified, your ammo is going to be transferred from reserves to your magazine. And while you're in speed booster mode, ammo regenerates faster and overflows the mag. And trickle charge means receiving or discharging bolt charge partially loads the magazine from reserves. To be clear, in an arc build or when you need an arc weapon, this is going to be the two perks you're going to want to go for. Now in the last perk slot, the star I really think is going to be Jolting Feedback. So when you're dealing repeated damage, you're going to end up jolting enemies, and when you're amplified, you can do it faster. This paired with Supercharged Magazine makes this something like a centrifuge exotic. It is a crowd clearer and it is fun as hell to use. Then another perk for you to consider is Rolling Storm. Still, this is going to be in your arc bag. Rolling Storm is going to grant bolt charge for kills, and when you're amplified, your final blows are going to grant additional bolt charge. This is probably going to be what you want along with Supercharged Magazine, or especially Trickle Charge in this case, if you're running something that really has a build revolving around bolt charge. If you're not interested in anything that's arc related, then just go ahead and get Frenzy in this column. This is going to be 100 reload, 100 handling, and 15% more damage after 12 seconds of being in combat. Always good for you in PvE. Now for PvP. This thing cooks, and the rolls you're gonna want are two in particular, I think. For both rolls in the barrel, go ahead and get Arrowhead Break. This is better for your recoil and handling, or Fluted Barrel. It's gonna add stability and better handling, which handling is a weak spot of this baby. Then, in the next slot, I will go ahead and go for Accurized Rounds, just to get that extra range. But if you end up getting something like Tactical Mag, that's solid. Go ahead and keep that. In your first perk column, there is two perks that I think are really good here for PvP. One, of course, is Zen Moment. So causing damage is going to reduce your recoil and the flinch you take over time. And then you are going to have Heating Up. People sleep on heating up, but for kills, it's going to automatically increase your accuracy, stability, and your vertical recoil on the weapon. And with this being a pulse rifle, it's actually really nice. And in the last perk slot, you've got Kill Clip. Tried and true, baby. Can't go wrong there. Get a kill, reload it right after the kill, and you get 25% more damage. Another perk you might really want to consider here that most people wouldn't is Rampage. Now I know Rampage gets slept on as well, because right after you get a kill, it's going to automatically stack more damage, and it can stack up to 3 times per kill. You don't need to reload to activate it. For your first stack, that's 10%, second stack, that's 21%, and for your third stack, that's about 33% extra damage. So, what two rolls and how do you separate them? I would go Zen Moment and Kill Clip for 3v3s. Because you got less combatants to manage and better for you to be able to take a second to reload, proc your extra damage, and get back in the fight. Now, if you're doing 6v6 in PvP, I honestly think Heating Up and Rampage is just really good. Heating up helps it feel more like a laser, and Rampage is gonna keep stacking extra damage. You will definitely see the difference after you light up that first person and get Rampage proc. And it's just working in the background, you ain't even gotta think about it. Give those two a try and let me know how you feel. Now for your masterworks, I would go with stability or range for PvP and reload or range in PvE. Now really quick, let's talk about origin traits, because there's a certain thing here that does not apply to the last Horus Lease or many of the other weapons in the game. You could have up to 3 potential origin traits on this baby. Any drop will come with Problem Solver and Vanguard Determination. Now, there's a third one that could possibly drop if you acquire this through the Vanguard Alerts playlist, which has now a version of a GM that's going to rotate weekly, and this one could be featured in it for a guaranteed drop, and it could end up dropping Accelerated Assault. This origin trait is the freaking origin trait you should be chasing. Dealing sustained damage with this weapon loads slightly more ammo from reserves or removes heat and increases damage. I love this origin trait, y'all, and I think you would too. To get Horus Lease, in the portal, you can go over to your seasonal hub and then the Vanguard Alerts for a chance to get the best version that drops with the origin trait, or it can also be in the portal in Pinnacle Ops. And let me know if you've ever seen it drop in any other portal location. And with that, give this baby a shot, y'all. If you end up liking my recommendations, or if you disagree with me, let me know your best recommendations. I definitely want to talk it out in, a cool, chill manner in the comments. And you might end up teaching me something. If this video helped you at all, please drop a free like and subscribe if you like videos like this, or if you need more comprehensive guides like how to get all of the catalysts for your Praxic blade. You can find that in the description. Thanks, y'all. I'm out.